My name is Ronnie, and I'm with JCAD, which is the Jerusalem Center for Artistic Development. We are on the What's Your Story page, and this page is a great way to start thinking of yourself as a writer. First, you have to put yourself back in kindergarten, though, and we're going to do some exercises that are actually going to be therapy and a lot of fun. Don't tell anybody this is what you're doing with yourself right now. You don't need anybody's validation. You just need to have a good time. So the first exercise that you're going to see on this page has to do with learning how to describe in pictures. You're going to tell stories in pictures because this is what you're going to do when you start actual writing of your screenplay or your novel or your documentary or your stage play. So, show, don't tell. You remember the days in kindergarten when you brought in things and you had to talk in front of group. We called it show and tell in those days. This is show, don't tell. So, in other words, you are tired and you're exhausted. Instead of using adjectives like that, how would you actually paint a scene in which you are tired? How would you paint a scene in which you're hungry? You're drunk. You're feeling angry. You're feeling elated. You're really, really happy. How do you paint these scenes as if you're an artist? So after you've done a lot of these things, it's going to be fun. It's going to be easy. And what you'll get out of that is when you actually start writing your scenes, it'll be so much easier for you. The second exercise, this is called holding up a magnifying glass. And it's a bit esoteric. It's going to cause you to look inside yourself. And no one's around, so it doesn't matter anyway. And you're going to look at your favorite genres, such as action, thriller, science fiction, fantasy. We're going to do about 14 genres on our website, but for the purposes of this page, just think about why you always like to go to an action movie, or maybe why you just don't like action movies. You always want to go see a comedy or a romance or crime or detective story, mythology, etc. And you have to ask yourself why. Think about it and understand here that a big reason why people are attracted to certain genres is because of the value systems that are at play in these genres. So, for example, let's think of some of your value systems. What do you value? Write down some ideas. I have written down here honor, trust, accountability, bravery, consistency. Let's say that I am attracted to the value of honor. So I can remember this scene when I was in elementary school and our teacher raised her hand as soon as the principal walked in and she said, "Okay, everybody, it's time to stand up." And we did, and we didn't mind it at all. We actually thought it was fun. And we said, "Good morning, Mr. Smith." And then the teacher turned to the flag, and we all pledged allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And this, to us, as children, was how we showed honor to the principal, and we showed honor to our country. So I'm sure you've got all kinds of examples like that. But that's a scene, and that is a picture, as opposed to just describing it using words. Another exercise in this vein would be, what values do you hate? Do you hate greed? Do you hate possessiveness? Do you hate aggressiveness? Things like this. Again, think about why and take notes on it. And what you're going to get out of this exercise is you're going to discover what your voice as a writer is. You're going to find your writer's voice. And this is going to be an amazing discovery for you and will help you with all of your endeavors, all of your screenplays and your novels, etc., etc. The third exercise, called the What If Inner Voice exercise, is going to help you come up with what is called the high concept premise. This is where you take two opposing ideas or situations, such as, let's take a person who absolutely hates the water, and let's take this great white shark that's eating people at a beach, and you know the story. Your boss says to you, you know, you got to kill this shark, and that's your what if situation, and you took two opposites there, and this is what you came up with. It's called a high concept premise. This is what you've got to learn how to do for all of your writing. We'll get into this more. Right now it's going to seem kind of silly, but the more and more you do this, you'll realize how important it is and how much easier it's going to make your writing once you can figure out what your premise is. So have fun with this page, and I hope to meet all of you in the near future, and I wish you luck. And again, my name is Ronnie, and see you soon.